Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of How It Works. Let's take a look at this brand new thing, relatively new. It's called Earth 2.io. Again, this is another website where people are buying and trading assets. In this case, it's like virtual land, pretty much. Lots of people making tons of money. I think, again, we're pretty much early on. So let's take a look at what's going on here because we don't want to be missing out. So let's take a look again at how it works. All right, so I'm on their website. This is Earth 2.io. This is their homepage. So, in essence, what they have done is in this website, they've created a virtual marketplace where people are buying and selling exactly like I said, virtual land. Okay, they're in phase one. Again, this is something that's blowing up. So their website's like not even that stable. It's just lots of traffic, and so stuff that's just taking off the ground and it's blowing up before they even get to their planned goals. Okay, so if we just scroll down here, Earth 2, it's a brand new concept, a futuristic concept. It's like a metaverse, so it's going to be between the physical us and virtual. What their plan is to make an entire. If we take a look down here, their plan is to virtualize the entire planet, okay? Create a terrain and have people immersed into it using VR, virtual reality. Okay? That's pretty much in a nutshell what their goal, their end goal is. And what they're doing at this phase right now is they are selling these little grids of land to people so that they can get in and own this piece of land when this entire game and stuff comes into reality. Okay. So if you come over to their website, you're going to see Earth 2.io. You're going to find trailers and stuff like that. Again, they're in phase one where you are able to claim land. So you'd have to purchase this. Each country has a rate, so we're gonna deep dive into that in a bit. The vision again, it's to create an immersive virtual reality, exactly kind of like the Matrix, the entire planet is modeled in virtual reality, but it's going to be completely empty. All right, so this is the key thing to remember. The entire planet's going to be empty, and so it's going to be like starting from scratch. You own land and you're going to be building on top. So it's very similar to the concept of Sims. I don't know if you guys have played that game before, but the same thing where you own lands or parks or whatever, and then you would build on top, right? So you'd mine for resources, and then you get money for that, and then you'd be able to build a house or build a building or a shopping center or whatever to get additional income. The concept of this is exactly the same, but it's actually with real money. So you'd actually buy land and stuff right now at premature prices. And as this game progresses and it gains, more popularity and more steam, and people actually start catching on, well, then it's going to be a full online digital marketplace where people immerse themselves and etc. etc. So I could talk about this all day. So let's just go down. So the purpose and the values again, it's just to create a virtual world. This new begins slow. So one thing I want to mention about the team. So if I just open up that page, their CEO, their founder is Shane Isak, who is the guy behind the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset. Okay, so he's the one that's worked on that, and he's the one with over 20 years of experience, and he's the one that's founded this company, and to bring this pretty much product to life. Okay, so down here you're gonna of course find more information about the rest of the developers. Uh, it's started out something. It's something that well, I've seen people been posting about this since October, and I just took a look now. But prices have escalated to unbelievable levels, and we're gonna take a look at exactly what's going on. Okay, so once you're on the website, you can create an account. You can straight away start buying land. Okay, so if you come to do that, and I'm gonna explain the entire strategy behind this. Okay, so don't go ahead and just go buy random pieces of land that you think like. Look, I know people have done this already, and I don't want to say that it's wrong, but like people are buying like places in LA and the Eiffel Tower and popular sites. I think it's one strategy, but the actual strategy of the developers, you have to listen closely to what they're saying. So like how you actually make money and stuff in the game, you have to pay attention to what the developers are saying. Just don't impulse buy and stuff like that. Okay. So what you're doing is you pretty much have a map of the entire world, right? And you can zoom into any place that you want. So let's take a look at exactly that. Let's go take a look at Los Angeles, right? Everyone wants to be in Los Angeles, LA, of course. And let's go zoom in down to Santa Monica. So if you go all the way down, you're gonna see that as you zoom in, the map's gonna turn into a grid, and that's what they call tiles. Okay, that's what you can purchase. You can buy an individual tile here, or you can buy like a block of tiles like that, right? And so all these other flags here are people that have purchased. Even the red one, the red is just people that have purchased but have no flag, like a country that they have marked. But you can pretty much highlight an area, and each tile, so it tells you what the price of that area would be. Okay. So, for example, in the US right now, the price per tile is $45 US. Okay. And so if I wanted to purchase that today, right now, that would cost $553. Okay. Way, way appreciated. You know what the US started at? It started at 10 cents a tile. The entire game, every country has started at 10 cents a tile. And as people buy more and more in the countries, so the more popular countries will they appreciate in value in the land, the price per tile, they appreciate more quickly. So a lot of people have bought places in the States thinking that that's where it's going to be, and that's where everything's going to happen. I think that's true, but you have to be a bit more smart about this. So let's you have to listen again to the developers and what their goals are and how you're actually going to make money. So you can come over to Santa Monica, let's say, and you can buy up land, and you can buy a place like on the beach and whatnot. Fine, this is like the place to be, of course. Now, if I was buying land in Santa Monica for $500 for sure, but I want to be a bit more smart about it. And I'm gonna go check out like other land, like Fiji Islands, Bahamas. We'll go to Greece. We'll go to Santorini and Mykonos, and we'll see like what's going on there. There, the value is a lot less. It's like dollar per tile, or like $2 or $3, but it's still not the strategy. So I'm gonna show you what's going on here. Okay, so you can buy this, and the concept is that so you can buy that, and when the game comes out, okay, that land, this piece of land, would be reserved for you, so you would own it just like in real life, and you would be able to build a house or something on top of this land with this view, and it's all going to be virtual reality. Everything's going to be mapped out, but again, all the current buildings and everything and malls and stuff is all going to be gone. Okay, it's confirmed. You can actually follow these guys, the developers and stuff, on Instagram. They also have a Discord channel and a bunch of other places, but Facebook. But you can also follow them on Instagram. They're posting, the phase 1, what it is, phase 2, phase 3, and they have mentioned in their posts that keep in mind that whatever you buy, what land you buy, it all those structures and malls and stuff none of that's going to be there anymore, right? It's going to be empty, and you just want to buy a place based on what other people around will do with that virtual land. Right? So if I build a skyscraper in the future, when all those things come out, well, then that's what's going to be there when you look in VR. Okay. All right. I'm gonna make more videos about like how to find people that are planned to do big things, but let's just talk about the basics for now. So you're buying land, and you're getting in there, and again, that those blocks there would cost $550 right now. That's based on like today's per tile value. Again, this per tile value is like going up and up and up. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can check that. So like if you take a look at so you have the option. This is a marketplace. So if I bought this right now, I would be able to sell it later as well to someone else that wants to buy this exact place. Okay, because things are selling out, right? Like if you come to Santa Monica and like you take a look like at the pier or something like that, you'll see like people have bought this up. Okay, and let's just say like this is the one place that you wanted. Okay, so this guy has literally bought up the entire pier here, and you wanted to buy his his land exactly here. You could do that. You can click on it so it's highlighted, and then you can see that this person had paid $13 for it in November, just like 3 months ago. He paid $13 for that entire strip, and today the market value, according to the $46 per tile, that is now $4,000 worth. Okay, so like if he wanted to sell it to someone else, he can price it at that, and that'll be fair market value of the game at that time right now. Okay, $4,000. He paid $13 3 months ago. Freaking ridiculous! I'm telling you, it's just going crazy. So the thing is, don't buy anything in the States right now. It's overvalued. Okay, so you have the option to go to the marketplace up here and then find people that are selling their land in the States at a discount. You can price this at whatever price you want. You can say, I want to sell this at $20 or $30 or $10, and then you can put your own price. But the market value is $4,000. Okay, so you'll see down here people have bid for that land. You'll see like this guy has submitted a bid for 1 cent or 10 cents or $800. So so this guy actually is willing to pay $800. And this is real money. Like, you can't just bid any amount and not actually own up to it. Like, this guy's bid $800, meaning if this guy accepts that bid, it's the transaction goes through right away. Okay, so like $13 to $800 in 3 months. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is just buying and selling. Okay, but it's still not the strategy. Okay, so the long-term strategy of this game, in fact, what they have said, you have to buy places that have natural resources, like abundance of natural resources. If you buy a place in Peru or in Brazil or in South Africa, in Ghana or whatever, these places have a lot of natural resources. That's why people go there to mine gold, diamond, copper, silver, nickel, you name it. Like, natural resources the world needs. Okay, so in the game, when you own land in areas that have high amounts of natural resources, so example, you just find the mines. Okay, like gold mine, diamond mine. I'm going to show you an example. We'll actually make a purchase. That's the one that's going to be the greatest bang for your buck, because you want to find the mines, so the countries that have natural resources that have a low cost per tile. Okay, so we're going to take a look at an example of that, where we can do that, but I'm just going to show you, like, things are selling out like crazy. Okay, like if you go take a look at like another place, let's go take a look at Hong Kong. Okay, so this game is going worldwide. First of all, I just clicked on Hong Kong. You'll see sold out. Everything's sold out. Okay, like you can't buy nothing here. Okay, and just for the fun of it, let's take a look. Like this guy here with this huge block of land had paid he paid $25. So you'll see the history of the acquisitions and stuff. This is very interesting because you have the history of the land, and how much buyers and sellers have bought it for and sold for. So this is very nice. They have the history of it, and that one is $50. Okay, but he bought it in December. So 25 to today's value, $50. So Hong Kong hasn't appreciated as much. That's why I said stay away from the States. Don't buy something in the States right now. It's overvalued. But even in Hong Kong, just 2 months and it's doubled in value. So you have the option to buy from that guy, or you would zoom out and try to find something that hasn't been bought, right? It would be a blank tile like this. So if I wanted to buy this right now, it's not owned by anyone. The price is $5 per tile, so it cost me $200 just for that. Okay, so that's how it works. Again, let's go take a look at this guy over here. He's the value of it's $132. If you take a look down below, he's paid $65. Okay, 65 on the 15th of January, and I'm doing this video on February 3rd. So just in a month, it's pretty much doubled in value. Okay, so that's how it works. You buy virtual land, and then like eventually when the guys, they want to make a game out of this, you're going to be able to immerse yourself. You're going to see other people that are immersing themselves into their own pieces of land. You're going to be able to teleport from one land to another land. It's a whole thing behind. I really like suggest you guys take a look at their posts and stuff, like figure out what's going on. But again, I think the way to be profitable in this game, when it comes out, like the full thing, or in phase two, actually, you're gonna be able to earn income based on your land and natural resources. So you could buy natural resources like mines, okay? And we're gonna do an example of that, and I'm gonna show you how to find like the best bang for your buck. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at a good example. So like if I'm interested to find like a gold mine or a diamond mine. So let's take a look at a gold mine. Like where are gold mines located, and like which countries are producing the most gold, like something like that. So mine countries, so like something like that. You just search it in Google, and then what you could do is come to the wiki page, okay, Wikipedia. So I suggest you go through that, and then you have a list of countries that have a lot of gold, okay, like as natural resource, okay. So you want to look through these countries, which has the least amount of like price per tile, and then find a mine there that hasn't been bought, right? So like I already know that China and Australia and Russia, they're going to be expensive. United States is going to be expensive. Like let's take a look. Come into the website, you go to countries and country stats. Okay, so here you'll see a tracking of how much the countries have appreciated in the last little while. So you'll see like $46 for the States per tile has appreciated 46,000%. Okay, like since October pretty much. You can actually see the entire history of a country. So let's take a look at like in the last 3 months. What you would do here is, let's say, search China, okay? Because that's the country that we're interested to buy. So here you'll see new land price is appreciating $4, $5, $6, whatever, right? So you want to, let's say, I think we can find a better country to buy in right now. I like this because it's actually very similar to buying real estate, right? So it you do your homework and you get rewarded for it. So Australia, Russia, I've done this example already. So I'm gonna buy coming down. Even Canada is like $5-6 a tile right now as of this video. United States again $46. I think Russia and Australia they're around $4 or $5 a tile. Peru is a good one right now, $2 maybe a tile. Ghana is good. South Africa is good. But I think right now Uzbekistan is probably the best bang for my buck, and I haven't checked down below, but maybe Kazakhstan or whatever is good too. So let's take a look at Uzbekistan. So I'm gonna come here, Uzbek, and I'm not even gonna try to spell that. Okay, so you'll see that the price of Uzbekistan 10 cents and just in December has gone up to 14 cents in at the end of December, and it's just been coming up. It's 26 cents in January, and now it's up. So as of this video right now, it's 57 cents per tile. So this is it's worth it. And just for the fun of it, let's check Kazakhstan. So how do you spell it? Kaza. Oh, got it. Okay, bam. Kazakhstan, so it's the same thing, 10 cents, 18 cents, 40, 50, whatnot. So let's go back to Uzbekistan because I got a good example of that. So let's search. Again, this one is about 57 cents. Perfect. So now we're going to go look and find a mine. Now, this is the most difficult part. Total disaster because the game isn't really good with the map. So let's try this, okay? You go to buy land, right? And then you're bought to the entire world over here. You could search Uzbekistan right there. All right, so it's gonna bring you to the entire planet. You'll see right away, like people have bought up land here because it's cheap and it's high in natural resources, especially gold, right? So you want gold, like gold will have value. When the game comes out, maybe you can have gold, you'll mine gold, you'll be able to purchase things with gold, etc., etc. Electronics use a lot of gold, so who knows? It's one of the most important natural resources that we have, including copper, silver, iron, diamond. So you can look at I have some diamond mines that I bought up already, But okay, we're in Uzbekistan, but like how do you find a mine, right? So you would have to come to Google Maps, right? So Google Maps have it right next to the Earth 2 tab. And these are my tips and tricks. You know, this is for the guys that are just getting started. This is what I suggest. So like you would come to Uzbekistan here, and in Uzbekistan you'd search gold mine. What normally happens here is, I hope it doesn't happen right now. Okay, so it brings me, to my country where I am. I'm in Montreal. So just gotta come back over to Uzbekistan right there, and then search this area. Okay, so we have a few places here. There we go. So let's say we want to, find this place in the game, in the Earth 2, right? So you'd look for that. You wouldn't be able to search that here because they wouldn't know what this. Maybe it does. I haven't tried, but let's just look. Pay attention to the strategy that I have. This is the way that has been working for me so far. You gotta find things that are in the map that you can like refer to in between the two maps. So like for example, this huge lake here, you can see that it's extending out. It's kind of pointing to it, so you'll use that as a reference. So you'll see this lake right there, and then you'll know that this mine is probably somewhere up here. So you kind of zoom in, and once you're zoomed in, what you do is you go to satellite view. Okay, so when you're in satellite view, you will then actually visually see the mine. Okay, and this is a huge mine. Okay, this is the place you want to buy. Okay, it's 57 cents a tile. Buy this up. I'm telling you, the same thing in Peru, the same thing in Russia, the same thing in other countries like US and Canada will cost $5 a tile. So you want to buy the cheaper countries. This is gonna be the best bang for your buck. This is my advice to you guys right now. This is probably not gonna last for very long. So you buy this up. Okay. Now I'm sure when I get there right now, it's gonna be bought up already. So let's take a look. So coming back here. I'm gonna go to satellite view so I can visually align myself, and see it's bam right there. So as I zoom in, this interface is really, really bad. You'll see bam, people have bought it up. It's all bought up. There you go, it's bought up. I expected this. Like, look at this guy from Canada, bought up this entire block because it's cheap. So right now it's worth $304, but let's say how much he paid for it. Paid this was the latest purchase here, 190, and on the 28th, which was just 5 days ago, he paid 190, and it's worth 304 already. There you go. Okay, so what you can do is you don't have to buy per se like this particular center. As long as you get something in this area, in this vicinity, it's abundant in this natural resource, right? They just haven't got to it in the mine. So like when the game comes out, they'll know like this area here has naturally like a higher amount of gold. So when you put like a mine, when you buy the equipment to mine in the game, well, that's gonna be able to bring gold for you. Okay, every piece of land that you buy in this game will be able to generate some sort of natural resource, and what they're gonna do is like, based on real life where these natural resources are, well, that's where the naturally in the game you're gonna also be able to mine a lot better, right? So that's why I'm here. So let's just try to find something that is it's kind of like where you see these rifts. Would probably be a good buy. So let's just look at this guy. Like, jeez, these guys are in the States. Let's take a look at that. So $432 today, paid $78 just in at the end of December, right? So just going nuts. People are writing their own names in there, and it's pretty funny. So let's find an empty block here somewhere. There's a little piece of land there, but you want to kind of get something a bit bigger. Let's take a look. Zoom around. All right, well, this might take too long. It's all bought up. Wow, this is crazy. It's all bought up. They've like jacked this entire area. So take a look at that. So look, what we're gonna do just for that example is I'm just gonna buy this little area here. Oh, and this happens as well. So like the website's really not sturdy right now. So I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it kind of like doesn't take my selections into account. But let's take a look here. So I've selected it. It's taken it. You know, so I've selected 11 tiles. So it's taken these. You know. Oh no. Clear selection. Yeah, it's not taking my selection. I'm gonna refresh this page. Let's see if it. Really not sturdy. I mean, these guys have just pushed this website out phase 1, and they have all kinds of. Yeah, that's not taking my selection anymore. But I'm gonna get back to this later, and I'll buy it up. But in essence, what you're doing is just you come here, you select. It's just not working. Oh, you know what we'll do? I'll open a new tab. Let's see if that works. You buy, you know, you're able to use your credit card to make these purchases. I don't. Oh, it's still dead. Like, I don't suggest, guys, don't like put your life savings into this. This isn't financial advice. This is just like a tactic to play this game. Don't spend more than like $50, you know, $100 on this. So just like be smart, buy the smart things. Don't pay too expensive for the land. Don't buy your favorite place in the States because you think it's just gonna blow up. It's not. Like, figure out how this game works, what the tactics are, what the developers are saying. The developers have just announced, I'll go to their Instagram, that you know, we're in the define phase of this, and take a look at that. Phase 2 will allow you to mine resources and optimize the process through successive tiers of research and production. So they're announcing now that you can actually be able to soon mine and actually generate some sort of asset in the game from your land. Okay, so right now you buy the land and it's just waiting there unless you sell it to someone else. But in phase 2, which is, they said it's going to be out in a few weeks, it's going to be able to generate some sort of credits for you in the game. So with that credit, you might be able to buy other things, you know? So like, it's a quick way to build. And one thing to keep in mind is that there's only a limited amount of tiles available in the entire game. So once they're out of those tiles, the price is just going to go up, right? Supply and demand. The supply is limited. And I think there's, how many did they say? It was 50 billion tiles in the game. That's pretty much the entire map of the Earth. So once those are sold out, like, good luck trying to get something. So again, try to find these mines that are like undervalued in undervalued countries, because they're still like up and coming. Because those are going to be able to generate some sort of credits for you in the game in the future. Okay, and that's what you're going to be able to use maybe to build your own house, to build this, to build that, and it's kind of like The Sims. Just think about exactly like The Sims. But what I'm just so impressed with is like the fact that it's actually going up the value. People are paying these amounts, right? So like just like me, I'm buying this today at 50 cents a tile. Well, it was just 10 cents a tile like a month ago, right? So am I an idiot for doing that? Like, I'm doing it for the fun of it, you know? So I think there's something, we're onto something here. We're very early, and we'll be able to capitalize. I think it's not like you're losing your money. I think it's still a store of value. It's a digital asset. You know, it's just like cryptocurrency, and it's just like NBA Top Shot. It's a store of value, digital, and that's where everything's going towards, right? So you gotta like kind of stay ahead of the curve. You gotta figure out like the trends, so that you're kind of like in the game, and you're not just there standing on the sidelines. Look, let me try this again. Like, I don't understand what's going on, so I can't select that. Price per tile. Tile selected. So this guy, it's pointing me to someone. I think it's pointing me to this guy. So this guy, 48 tiles selected. Market value is $27. It's not for sale. And if I clear that selection, yeah, no, it's buggy. It's buggy, but I don't know why. Some areas it's working well, or maybe it's just that the website is not updated. So maybe someone's already purchased that land, and I'm not able to see it, so I'm not able to select it. I think that's the problem. So I'm gonna have to like continue to dig around. So what I'll do is like I'll use satellite view, and I'll figure out like other mines in the area, like in the satellite view, that I can also look up and buy. So this would be the strategy. And if you take a look at my profile for now, like I've done that. So I've bought up some like gold and silver mines in other areas like Peru, in Russia, like a diamond mine. I bought some like island spots like in Fiji Island. It wasn't too expensive, so like I just bought it up and I just put it on the marketplace, to see what goes on, and that's pretty much it. So I think everyone should like learn about it. Everyone has free time right now. Everyone's in lockdown and curfews and stuff. Like figure this stuff out. Like try to make some money. It's fun. I had some cash, so I just like threw it into it. So I want to continue to make some videos. One last thing, you guys can use my referral code and get 5% off every purchase. I'm actually compensated and you're compensated as well. So I'll leave my referral code in the description of the video, so you can use that, and I'll put all the links to all this information there too. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.